I haven't got a bloody clue what I'm doing, if I'll be completely honest with you. I'm Ray. Vlog Marley. Prior to this venture, I was proper skint. As in, like broke, not a penny. Skint. And I've just started this new eBay reselling thing, and I thought I'd just document the journey from the very beginning. So how did I get here? I hear you ask. Fair question. I'll tell you all about it. So I've been working in the tech sector for most of my adult life as account director. You know, managing client relationships, hitting quarterly target, that stuff. So my last job was a decent one. Problem is that when the market starts to collapse, tech sector is pretty much done. No client wants to buy your knowledge management e-portals because they can't afford it. So I didn't hit sales targets and I was job done. It's as simple as that. And with the advent of AI, I knew my role was pretty much done. So I had an option of I can go back to employment in a market that's already on the downhill, or I could start a side hustle. Decided to do the latter. First was an AI consultancy, given the fact that I had about 5+ years experience in the game. Didn't work out so well. Secondly, I started a dropshipping business. Made about 7 sales, had to refund 6 of them. Bloody waste of time. To be fair, what got me through was my wife. She was heavily pregnant at the time. She was able to commit financially for when I wasn't, and she really held it all together. And I love her for that. So 2 failed side hustles later, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a friend of mine who was flogging his Black & Decker drill on Facebook for 40 quid. And it gave me an idea. Spoke to the wife about it and she suggested reselling her trainers. She had about 50 pairs. And half of them were half decent and worth quite a lot of money, as they were quite rare. So I thought, you know what, nothing to lose, let's do it. Got an eBay business account, and at the start we hadn't had a clue what we were doing. Bad pictures, descriptions that weren't that great. The real change came when we got our first sale. We thought, you know what, we're going to go all into this. Invest some proper time. So we decided to focus on charity shops, kilo sale marketplaces and carpet sales. We've also got a Vinted account, and the aim is to start listing on there as well. So that brings us up to the present day, and here we are. I'm still not rich. In fact, to be fair, I'm still broke. And we've only sold 1 item, but we've got about 35 items listed between Vinted and eBay. And we realise this is a long-term game. You've got to put the time and investment in to actually get something out of it. Plus you've got to work the algorithm. The more you list, the more you can get out, and that's what we intend to do. So there's a lot at stake here. Got a newborn baby, got a wife, haven't got any money, but I've got to make it work. It's as simple as that. And the way I intend to do that is just by giving us everything. And I intend to track my journey, and to be fair, I want you to come along with me. Leave comments if you see if I'm doing something stupid. Got any ideas? Help me out. Better still buy my stuff. Either way, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. No bullshit, no miracle success stories. I hate those things. Too many YouTubers be doing that. It's all bullshit. Just a normal guy from London trying to sell buying and selling stuff online into a proper business. The targets I've set myself is that I intend to list between 500 to 1,000 items between now and Christmas. I tend to visit about 200 charity shops, including car boot sales and kilo markets as well. And we intend to get a proper storage unit. So like I said, we're giving this 150%. There's a few ideas as well, but I'll tell you about that later. So next stop, you should see me at a charity shop. We long to follow, to like, do all that stuff. Thank you for listening.